Good afternoon, everybody. It is November 6th, 2020. Today was a range day. These were the overnight highs. These were the overnight lows. These blue lines, horizontal lines. And prices really ranged within this red channel with a slight upward bias all day. You weren't able to find this red channel until, you could have marked it off these two highs and then drawn it off these lows. Actually, I guess if you, because look, you might think we're in a downtrend here. If you mark it off this low and this low, but then I think I drew it off the highs and then brought it down here. Yeah, I did. Because look, it goes through this little swing. And normally you probably wouldn't think to do that. But yeah, look, it touches it 4 times and bounces. But overnight we had this downtrend. And then to open, we had a little bit, it trended down more. But it didn't hit these lows. So, that tells you something. And then we have this steep channel up, comes, and really all morning prices really ranged within this pink channel, within that red channel, kind of. And we'll see that. Had this big sharp move down, and on a trending day, you're going to be looking for a measured move, but that didn't really, it didn't. It's a range day, so those measured moves, Mack says, don't really work as well on range days. We have some tight channels, and really for a while there, from about a little before 8 a.m. all the way to about 11:45, prices stayed in the upper half of this channel. But anyway, let's take a look. It's already 2 minutes into this video. I can only record for 15 minutes. Let's look at these trades. Why I marked each one. Okay, so I marked this. Wait. Okay, why did I mark this? Failure. Probably because it's a second entry short off the. Well, you wouldn't be able to tell that's a channel yet. So I guess I would just mark that because it's a second entry short. I probably would have made it aggressive. Looking at it again, but anyways, moving down, now we have this confirmation of the channel over here. I marked this as aggressive just because of the not so strong signal bar. Second entry short, and it looks like a failed double touch or double test, excuse me, because it doesn't quite make that high. And so if I was watching that, I'd probably put in order right there, and then on this bar it gets filled. I'd probably wait until this bar closes. When it doesn't hit that high again, it kind of looks like a double test. I don't know. I would love to have someone more experienced give me some feedback on that, but that's what it looks like. Confirms the channel too. That's why I marked that. So we move down. A sharp move down leads to a break. I probably just marked this because it's a lower high, and we haven't made 2 legs down yet to a new low. We made 1 leg, and it didn't make that new low. So we're expecting another leg down. That's what we get. And then prices kind of do this spike in downward channel, kind of like ranging in this channel. Okay, this is a second entry short, I said. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This looks like a second entry short. First entry, this would actually be the second entry. So, I am actually going to mark that because that will get you filled, right? Let's double check. 85.25, right? 85.25, and it gets down to 83, yeah. So that would have gotten you filled. That's like the true second entry short. Right? first entry. Oh no, it's actually the third entry short. But I still like that. And the EMA is holding prices, so I do like that. Then we have this big bearish bar. That kind of looks like a, yeah, it kind of looks like a second entry short, but I think it's probably the fourth entry. And yeah, prices move down, overshoot this channel. Then they break this trend line, move to, or attempt to a new low. They don't get that. You get this failed second entry short. Okay, this is a failed second entry short right here. Let me turn the crosshairs off again. Failed second entry short, beautiful, bullish signal bar. What else? It's off this trend line. You wouldn't have had this trend line, but it's kind of like a double test too. You have this, makes this low, tests it, then it goes, traps people who probably went short there, breaks out above it. Oh man, it looks great. And then you get a higher low right after that if you see these two big bullish bars and want to jump in. And you might have even had the trend line steeper there, but we'll just keep it like that. If you want to jump in, look at that doji and then this bearish signal bar. I think that looks good. Okay, and prices. Also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. This midline might have been easy for some people to spot early on, because look at this. Look at all the bounces it's getting. So anyway, prices start to move up. We make a new high, first entry, second entry. You might even go, when you see this bar, you might put an order in above this bar, above this red bar. But you get this nice signal bar, so take that. Prices come to the top of the trend line and the top of this, what will be this range. And you know, yeah, you know, okay, I didn't even put this together really, but look, all these people, you know darn well people are going long here. Look at that, this nice move up, and look at that nice bullish signal bar, and it shoots right down. Then it gets this bounce. So if you were being clever and thinking ahead, you would draw the trend line off these lows now, because look at that touch and that crazy, crazy bullish bar. But yeah, you don't want to take that because you wouldn't know. I mean, if you saw this trend line, you might take that. But you get a higher low here. It's not a great signal bar, so that's probably why I marked it as aggressive. Also, you have this huge move down, so you might expect another move down. But yeah, so you would have gotten something here. It's like first entry, second entry. You might go long around here. That's like a one leg up. So let's say this is the low, first entry, second entry. Maybe go long above this bar. Failed second entry, short. You might think about that. And then we get this move up to the top. It's a strong move up. That's two legs, but yeah, that's a strong move up to the top of this channel. And then that's when I would definitely have this channel confirmed. If I was paying attention, that is. And I marked that as aggressive just because you might have that confirmed now. And people are getting trapped here. People keep getting trapped, going long after these nice bullish moves. And look, yeah, it's a big move down. I'm so thankful to Eric in the forum, who really, just after one example, really clarified so much what a trap is and what a trap looks like. Now I'm looking at the top of this range. I'm thinking it should be right there. I like that. So anyway, big move down. You get a lower high. You would think prices at this point, especially, you would want to take this. You're getting a lower high. You would think prices are coming back down to the bottom of this trend line. But for a while, the midline holds prices. So you get this lower high, you would scalp out. Then you get this little channel up. And then this actually kind of a micro range here. I don't know how to draw this. I guess I would put it down here. And I was being silly on the simulator today, and I was entering on one of these bars, but look at that. It's just a micro range. You don't know what's going on. And so another trap at the top of this channel. Look at that. Look at that huge bullish bar right in the top of the channel. I've been seeing these so much lately. I don't know if this is super common, but I've been seeing them so much lately. I've only been doing this for about 3.5 months now, so I've only seen very, very volatile days, as Mack was saying in his video recently. So I don't know if this happens all the time, but these traps look like they're very reliable and nice and easy to take. You got a lower high here after prices bounce off the opening price close to the midline. Lower high, take that. Prices kind of stay in this area. This is kind of a range too. Should have marked this. You know, when you see all those lines converging, the midline of the red channel, the EMA, the opening price. So prices break out, and if you see that little range, you might even take this. All those trap longs for sure. I didn't see this in earlier when I was looking at the chart. That's why you do these reviews, man. Okay, so now we hit the bottom of this range, and I didn't see this during the day, so I saw this later, and we start to move up, and you get this move up, a little doji, and then you get this big bearish signal bar off the trend line, and it's a higher low and a second entry long. So this is the high, first entry, second entry long. And then prices go into this range. I didn't see anything I liked here. This was a little aggressive. If I had this pink range drawn, though, I would take that. But I marked it as aggressive because it would be going into the midline of this little range, which seemed to be holding prices and keeping those bars from crossing that line at that time in this little area of the range. So that's the only one I marked. Another trap right here, big bullish bar, and then prices just shoot down. And there, you got a doji right here that looks like it might be a lower high that you might take, but I don't know. I don't know about that, just because it's a doji. But it, again, like if you had this bottom of this range drawn, it touches that, close to the EMA, you might take that. And then another touch of the trend line. I just mark it as aggressive just because it's not like a second entry or anything, but it looks darn good. And look at that move up. It would have made like a 20-point move. And again, people get, and I'm not marking trades after this because it's 12 o'clock, but again, people get trapped, bullish bar, boom, big move down. I marked this lower high. Those are dojis too, so I don't know why I gave that a blue arrow. But I just spotted this trap too. Look at that. That's a bearish bar. So some people, they might have seen this pink range and this blue range. This is at the top of that blue range. So people might see that, okay, it's going to go back into that range, right? So people might say that, and then they get triggered, and boom. And look at that. That's a low-risk bar. So I would take that. If I saw all that, and this is why we do these analysis videos, because you see it after the fact, and then you get good at seeing it in real time. So this is what I saw for today. I hope everyone had a great week, a blessed week. I hope you guys have a terrific weekend, and I will make a video on Monday.